I just got to thinking about something, and maybe you relate to this, so I wanted to share it in this little clip. If you're someone who's vulnerable, see yourself as someone who's vulnerable, you feel a lot, you sense a lot, you are like a sponge to your environment or to yourself. If you're someone who is like highly reactive to things happening in yourself or around you, if you're someone who easily gets triggered or you easily get anxious, nervous, feel insecure, whatever it may be, it's not a bad thing. It's not a negative thing that you feel this way. So society wants us to believe that it's something that is weak or bad or negative. That if you mention that you're anxious or you're nervous or you feel vulnerable, you feel shame or whatever it may be, all of these attributes, all of these emotions are often considered negative or something that we want to get rid of. And of course, everything, can have consequences. It's not that I'm saying you should aim to be more anxious in your life or more nervous, but these are human emotions. It's part of being human. It's part of being alive. And I've just experienced so many times people talking down about these emotions. If you mention you're nervous, you're told to stop being nervous, or there's nothing to be nervous about. Things like that. It's so rare that people respond with, that's okay. And as I talked about in the other audio recording I did the other day, that it's so easy to get caught up in other people's reactions, and especially if these reactions mirror what we feel. So if we feel shameful about feeling nervous or feeling anxious or feeling vulnerable, then when someone mentions it, then it just becomes even more of a problem. And it just goes to show that it's a very, very common thing to think negative about these emotions that feel, because they feel negative or because they feel uncomfortable, then we categorize it as being negative or something we want to get rid of. But what I have experienced is that the more I allow myself to feel what I feel, the more it disappears. The more I just accept it and embrace it as part of life and as part of being me, the better it is. So when I mention I'm nervous, or if I mention that I feel vulnerable or I feel anxious, it's not because I want it to be fixed. It's just because I want to speak it out loud and be honest, be open, be vulnerable about it, be honest about what I feel, and also show myself that it's okay. I'm allowed to feel this way. So I just hope that you remember that if you feel this way as well, that it's okay. And it shouldn't stop you from doing the things that you enjoy. I have a lot of difficulty sharing my art because I've had many people have negative reactions to me. And when you continuously have negative reactions or no reactions at all to the things that you're passionate about, then it starts to affect you deeply. And so I guess it's just a reminder that it shouldn't take anything away from the things that you love. If you love something or if you want something, go after it, even if it makes you nervous, even if it makes you anxious, even if it makes you feel vulnerable or anything like that. That's just part of it. And I think that it also naturally goes away once we start to accept it. It might not go completely away, but to expect that these feelings, these reactions that we have to the things that matter in our life, if we feel nervous about doing something that matters, that's so Like, that's so natural that we feel nervous about it, because it just means that it matters. It means something. It's important. So it's a good thing. Instead of seeing it as a bad thing, or instead of having this attitude towards it that don't be anxious, don't be nervous, don't feel that, don't feel this. Instead, be like, wow, I love you for doing it. Like, even though it makes you feel like this. Like, saying that to yourself or to other people, like having that reaction to other people. If other people mention that they're nervous, then instead of saying something negative about it or trying to shut it down, being more accepting towards it, more embracing towards it. Again, I'm just reminded of what I said in the previous recording, that when someone's reaction to you mentioning that you feel nervous or you feel anxious is, don't feel that. There's no reason to feel that. Don't feel that. Don't be anxious. Don't be nervous. Relax. Just relax. Like, that just shows how unwilling they are to accept that feeling inside themselves. So again, that's what we can remember, that to stand in our own ground, to remember that, I'm allowed to feel this way. And if someone has a reaction to that, then that's their business. But I want to continue to remind myself that I am allowed to feel this way, and I'm allowed to express it, and I'm allowed to show it. It's okay that people can tell that you're nervous. It's okay that they can hear your voice trembling, or they can see that your face is flushed, or whatever it may be. Like, it's okay, because that just goes to show how incredibly brave you are, how incredibly strong you are for just standing there, being visible, being like allowing people to hear you, allowing people to see you, allowing people to witness you, even when you feel like this, even when you feel all these emotions that are uncomfortable. Because life is not just, rainbows and unicorns. It's not just happy, happy, happy all the time. That is an illusion. And the sooner we start to accept that, the better it is. And even if we are not met with that acceptance, even if people tell us to not be nervous, not be anxious, to just relax, we know what makes sense. We know that it's not just about just relax, because again, that goes to show that some people think that is how we're supposed to feel all the time. Just relax, relax, relax. Just feel relaxed all the time. Like, that's an illusion to believe that you have to be relaxed all the time. That's like believing that your nervous system just is constantly in rest mode. Like, that's not how life works. That's not like we have a nervous system that is able to go in opposite directions. So, like, that's just life. So to expect that everything is just supposed to be calm and relaxed and peaceful and happy all the time is such a big expectation to put on yourself. And it again shows that there's so much perfectionism in the world, that people believe we should be perfect all the time and to be controlled all the time. We can't control anything, really. But I mean, the most control we can have is just to accept what is. That is to not let your emotions control you, but to be in control is to just accept that you don't have any control, that sometimes you will feel this way or that way, sometimes you will have this reaction or that reaction. It's not something you can control. You can work with yourself, you can work on becoming more accepting of yourself, and you can work on learning to relax more in general, but to expect that every situation, that you can handle every situation with complete calm and complete no reaction, that is an illusion. So all those emotions and reactions that we deem as negative it's not negative. It just shows us something about the situation. It is just a messenger about what is happening. It's telling us something about what's happening. We're not supposed to remove reactions. We're supposed to understand them and embrace them and accept ourselves as we are. So whatever it is that you're feeling, you're allowed to feel that way. And it's okay to be triggered by other people's reactions. It's okay to be affected by how other people react to you. And it's okay to exist in the world and be nervous or be anxious or be vulnerable. And you are allowed to pursue the things that matter to you. You're allowed to do the things that you're passionate about, even if you at the same time feel extremely vulnerable and extremely nervous about it or extremely anxious about it. Like, don't wait until you feel completely at peace, completely calm, and completely accepting. It's a process, and it is incredibly brave to allow yourself to be witnessed, to be seen, to be heard, even when you feel the most trembling and the most insecure. That is an incredible thing to do, and it is incredibly beautiful, I believe. So love it instead of hate it. And if people hate it, and if people have a negative reaction to it, it just shows how little they accept themselves and how little they believe that these uncomfortable emotions are a part of life. They live in an illusion. They live in an illusion about how life is supposed to be. And they're extremely perfectionist. And maybe you are too. Maybe you find yourself being very perfectionist about what you're feeling, that you're supposed to feel calm and happy and relaxed all the time. But that's not how life works. And I just hope you remember that you're allowed to do the things that you care about, even if you feel uncomfortable about it. Actually, I think that it is even more powerful, even more potent, even more important to do the things you care about when you feel very, very insecure about it, or very, very nervous about it, or you are scared of people's opinions on you or reactions to you or whatever. Like, that's even more intense, and that's even more like you're even more of a badass for doing the things that you love when you feel completely insecure about it. That's just what I have to say.